Back now at 8:37, Reese Witherspoon is one of Hollywood's elite. Her roles highlight her amazing versatility from a sorority girl superstar in Legally Blonde to her Oscar-winning portrayal of June Carter in 2005's Walk the Line. And now she's taking on a really big role, Ginormica, in the new DreamWorks animated film called Monsters vs. Aliens.
You're growing.
Well, make it stop.
It be the government.
Oh! This is impossible. No, this can't be happening. Wait, everybody, it's okay. Have some champagne while we're figuring this out. Derek, help me.
Reese Witherspoon, good morning. Have some champagne while we're figuring this thing out.
I know, it gives new meaning to Bridezilla, right?
You actually grew to 49 feet tall in this role, right? Yeah. Is that right? But the interesting thing about this is that this is the first role you've had as a superhero. You become a superhero in this role.
Yeah, this is the first animated movie I've ever done. So when they asked me to do it, I was like so excited because it's one of the first female superheroes ever in an animated film.
And she is, the interesting part is that she is this shy. Susan is kind of this girl who doesn't really have a strong sense of confidence, is that right?
Well, she's based on those 1950s B-movie heroine characters who are always screaming and scared and timid and what do I do next? And then she sort of goes from being that kind of girl to when she gets hit by a meteorite and she grows to a 49-foot monster. She's still a little unsure about it, but by the end she's really feeling herself and knowing her inner strength.
And she becomes this amazing superhero who pretty much tries to help save the world. Is that what happens?
Completely, she saves the world from aliens.
And you know, I understand that this is the only movie your own children have seen. And what was their response to it?
Yeah, I don't usually let them see my movies because I feel like that would be so weird.
Yeah.
But they saw this movie and to say they love this movie would be such an understatement. They are crazy about it. They play every morning. We wake up and they play with the action figures, and I get to play the giant robot, and they get to beat me over the head with all the characters and stuff.
Well, so they already probably see you as a superhero, and this is going to augment that view. But you also got to work with Paul Rudd, who is just so hysterically funny. You got to work with him doing the voices, and that must have been pretty fun.
We did one of our recording sessions together. He plays my boyfriend, who's a really big jerk. He's a newscaster.
Thanks for that hit.
And he's very arrogant and into himself. But he and I did our stuff together. It was really fun. And I'm actually doing my next movie with him, so that's great.
And I understand also that you needed to change your voice a little bit for this role. That was
at the end of the movie, they wanted me to sound more like an action hero because it's very action-oriented, and they wanted me to sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sylvester Stallone, and they were like, do it louder. And I was like, okay, I am Ginormica. They're like, no, that sounds like a robot. No, do it again. So they had to take me out of the booth and teach me how to do that. They showed me Bruce Willis movies. And
so you did lower your voice, though. You did have to kind of figure that out. They showed you Bruce Willis movies?
Yeah, like clips on YouTube and stuff. Like, say it like this. I was like, oh, right, okay. Right.
You know, before I let you go, I need to ask you about Joaquin Phoenix, who is just so talented and so great. And I want to know, you know, people have been asking questions about him because he has decided not to be in acting, and now they want him. He's talking about being a rapper. You've worked with him in Walk the Line.
Oh, yeah.
I know you respect his work. What do you want to say about him?
Certainly. Oh, well, I mean, Joaquin is an original. He's always doing his own thing, and he's incredibly talented. And no matter what he chooses to do in life, I wish him all the luck in the world. And, he's just always his own spirit, and you got to let people like that be very creative and on their own.
Well, you have been always such a great presence on the screen, and I just want to say it's a pleasure to talk to you. And good luck with this new movie. I know my kids are definitely going to see it, even though they're a bit older. The movie is called Monsters vs. Aliens. It opens in theaters nationwide on Friday.